Dio's composition is still being used. Of course, Zac is banned out here, coming from the Imperium Pro Team Blue side. So we'll see what La Liga will do for their last pick, their jungler, who will be Antonio Luna's pick there.
Oy, pero tingnan, halos same picks lang din tong ginagawa ng
Wow.
ng La Liga. Pero ito, Fiora. Naku, mukhang makikipagspadahan dito kay Gato si Rizal na Darius. Tingnan
Will
natin.
they really use
Oop!
Fiora?
Naku, ito na. Ito yung sinasabi mo.
Yeah.
Parang Asurai.
So, it really is talaga that Yox's champion pool revolves around these 4 main champions from him. It's the Gnar, the Fiora, the Lissandra, and the Nautilus.
Nargada! Ayan na, nakalock in na mga kapatid.
So
Kapamilya,
Rebenga here,
kapuso.
so Rebenga here now goes in for a much more early game jungler than what the Mundo was a while ago.
Ito na si Elise. Kumbaga, swing.
Yes.
Spider swing. Tatry niyang aksyonan itong La Liga na mukhang halos same picks din simula kanina na ang napalitan. Zac! Zac! Ay, kaso nakaban. Hindi ko nakita, nakaban nga pala. Pero ito, Sejuani, isang pang-set na jungle
Yes.
para dito sa La
So,
Liga.
this comes back na lang siguro if they do really lock in this Sejuani pick. I'm not saying this for Antonio Luna. This is like the PH curse that whenever we do stream a game, kahit saan man, PGS, MPGL, or any of that competitive tournaments, now when a player or a jungler goes for, I was about to say Sejuani, nagkakaroon tayo ng what we call the Sejuani curse, which is 90% or 9 out of 10 times, or high ratio talaga, you will miss your glacial prisons. There's no evidence kung ba't nangyayari to. It's just a curse that we have seen time and time again in most of these streams.
Baka kasi
So
sumasakto
Antonio Luna
lang.
not gonna have any of that. He's gonna go in for the Rek'Sai, a much more safer pick. KO Cook had a really successful Rek'Sai jungle in the first set between Imperium Pro Team and Legacy. So Antonio Luna here will use that for his jungler.
Ang kakaiba lang dito sa hero ng La Liga Pilipinas ay si Rek'Sai, yun nga sabi mo. Pero halos parang same din kay Zac yan na magalaw sa mapa dahil meron siyang pang-enter na yung mga tunnels niya. At si Zac yung kanina, yung elastic slingshot nga.
Yeah. Pero ano na naman siguro dito, yung naging weakness na lang or yung hindi nila makukuha dito from the Zac is that yung knock-up na Rek'Sai, yes, it's multiple AoE knock-up. It's not as big of a range as when the Zac would use the elastic slingshot or the Let's Bounce. So, there's a much more or a smaller window for that Yasuo to go in with the last breath. But still, it's open kasi madami nag-activate eh. Or, there's the Steel Tempest of the Yasuo.
Sige, tapusin mo na.
There's the knock-up of the Rek'Sai and of course yung apprehend din ng Darius. But syempre, medyo mabilis yung apprehend. So, probably yung Steel Tempest or the Rek'Sai knock-up is much more reliable.
Pero kung papansinin mo parang Asurai, puro AD na naman. Attack, damage, gaming. Walang ka-AP-AP, mga kaibigan. Mga Bobby D.
Ito na rin siguro nagustuhan ko dito sa side ng Liga Pilipinas. They know that their composition heavily relies on the AD as well as the auto attacks. So, they banned out the super counter for the AD picks, which is the Malphite. Kasi with the ground slam, and then he builds up the frozen heart, all of your auto attack just goes down the toilet.
Kaya pala.
Yeah, so they're just,
taktikado.
so they're using this to their advantage. Of course, there are other frontliners that can at least deal with this 80 damage, but the snowball is just insane if you don't know how to truly counter it. So what IPTB here is looking for sa composition na nakikita ko sa nila, it's all about winning the lanes.
Correct.
For Gnar, it's the range advantage in the top lane, especially the hyper, the
Wallop.
silver bolts-ish skill that can chip away at that Darius's HP every third hit. There's of course the early game jungling coming out of the the Elise here. And of course, yung kanyang neurotoxin as well as venomous bite that just deals so much damage to low HP targets. And of course, Shock here with that Gangplank might be enough to deal against Yasuo, because Yasuo has to dash in to be able to deal damage to Gangplank if Shock sets up quite a bit, or nice powder kegs. He can just punish this aggression coming out of Miguel Malvar. Of course, then dito, yeah. And you have to note then that Gangplank is one of the champions that people ban out against Chalk. They're really afraid of how he plays the Gangplank. And in this matchup, I think he has a fair chance to win it against that Yasuo. As for the bottom lane, nakita natin kanina na medyo nababully out si Raze ng Lucian, but that was because it was the Morgana support. There was no way to absorb the damage coming out of the Lucian, because the spell shield, of course, we all know, just counters out magic damage. But they now have the Eye of the Storm coming out of this Janna, as well as the Howling Gale and the Zephyr, to just CC everybody who wants to go in onto Raze. And of course, when he gets that level 6, the Peel Queen Janna gets complete with the Monsoon.
Correct. Tama sinabi mo, paring Asurai, kasi kahit ako nakikita ko parang medyo malabo ang combo. Kumbaga, wombo combo na gagawin dito ng IPTB. No? Kaya kailangan, sa tingin ko naman yung Nar makakapalagyan sa Darius dahil nga sa sinasabi mong second skill na hyper.
Yung nakikita ko siguro itong problema ng Nar is that, of course, when he gets that stacks up and he goes into the Mega Nar form, syempre, he wouldn't want to go in on the trades unless low na yung Darius.
Correct. Bago siya mag-SS.
Yeah, yun din siguro yung makikita dapat kay Nar, kay Yux. He is an established Nar player. So he knows when to back off, because if he goes into that melee form, he goes in range of the Darius harass.
Siguro kapag yung Darius medyo 1/4 yung buhay, tsaka siya makikipag-normal.
Yeah, kasi ang problema dito kung pares pa HP nila and then he goes into that Mega Nar form, Darius can just stack up his hemorrhage stacks. And impossible din naman kasi dito, because kung may mga minions na nakaharang sa kanila, Nar can't deal the damage unless he hops in like a madman into Darius or goes in for the stun. But in terms of yung boulder throw niya, the Q, it might not hit the Darius because of the minions just blocking the way. I'm just saying this kung may minions sila in the lane, but we'll see what happens as we go into Game 2, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Summoner's Rift. This is the match between Imperium Protein Blue versus Liga Pilipinas. In the top lane, it's going to be Yux on that Nar. In the jungle, it's going to be Rebenga with the Elise in the mid lane. It's going to be Chalk playing the Gangplank. And in the bottom lane duo, we have Raze on the Misfortune yet again. And Shadow will finally play the Peel Queen Janna.
Para naman sa Liga Pilipinas, mga pababidi, si Dr. Jose Rizal bilang Darius ulit sa top, si Antonio Luna bilang Rek'Sai sa jungle, Miguel Malvar na si Yasuo sa mid, Felipe Agoncillo / Ryan na si Lucian bilang ADR, at si Emilio Aguinaldo na si Brom bilang support.
Alright, so to our Twitch viewers out there, guys, welcome if you're just tuning in. This might be the final chance for Imperium Protein Blue to get back into it, or just Liga Pilipinas dominating this best of 3 series.
Ito na, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, mga kapuso, oras na! Mineski Pro Gaming League Season 7 League of Legends. Let's see!
Shoutouts out there to Amplifier. We miss you, buddy. 1-0 na po ang standings nila.
Happy New Year, paring Amplifier.
IPT versus LGC, it was 2-1 in favor of Legacy. Doon sa mga hindi pa napapanood yung set 1, Legacy were very dominant in Game 3. Game 1, it was a misplay coming in from IPT side na nanalo ang Legacy, and IPT were able to finish out Game 2 with style. But still, Legacy were able to win the first set.
Okay, so tinan muna natin ang ating Twitch chat.
Alright, so we are seeing that they are, just talking about the matches. So, good for you guys who have been watching since a while ago. Ang oras natin ngayon, I believe, 10:30 something na. So, kudos to you guys na sumasama sa amin, lalo na yung may mga pasok. eSports support.
Para sa mga nanonood dyan, share nyo yung stream, share nyo yung page, Mineski Events Team. Punta kayo sa Twitch ng Mineski, share nyo sa mga kaibigan nyo, sa mga kapatid nyo, lalo na sa mga kids, para matuto sila kung paano ba talaga ang mga tamang galawan sa League of Legends.
Yes, these guys are, kung nakikita nyo lang siguro yung mga borders nila kanina, some of them are using their PGS accounts, so meron pa silang mga main accounts na Challenger. in 5v5s as well as solo queues.
Si ano pala to, parang Asurai, si
Papay.
Papay, the Sailor Man, laban kay si Yasuo nasa ano yan eh. Para sa mga nanonood ng mga One Punch Man, nandun siya eh. Nakalimutan ko ano pa.
Si Atomic Samurai.
Oo, si Atomic Samurai. Siya yun eh. So, meron tayong mga One Punch Man characters dito.
Hindi ba pwedeng si Kenshin Himura o kaya...
Pwede rin.
Sino nga ba yung sa...
Uy!
Samurai Champloo.
Namumura dito si Yasuo. Pero balik tayo sa debate natin kanina. Parang Asurai. Malaking debate ang Darius na rin, no? Parang ang tagal ng pinagdidebatihan. Sa tingin ko talaga,
unless you're a Darius main, sasabihin ko na lang, it's not viable to use him because he has quite a bit of counters in the top lane, especially if you have an immense amount of kite. He really can't set himself up. Plus, he's snowball reliant. Well, a while ago, hindi natin nahalata to because Jose Rizal was just, manhandling Yux in the top lane on that Lissandra.
Oh, at si Lissandra ay walang masyadong pang-kite. Unlike nito ni Nar na kapag na-pop yung second skill niya, which is Hyper, para siyang may libreng item na page. Pero ito na, yan nga, nagkakatsa niya. Tingnan natin, ano magagawin niya dito. Oh! Diba? Yun. Kumbaga nakikipag-exchange siya ng blows. Lugi lang siya sa dugo-dugo na ginagawa nito ni Darius.
So like this from Jose Rizal, I have been checking out how he uses the upper hand. He knows how or when to use it properly, that it'll maximize the damage output of his Decimate as well as the charges or the stacks that hemorrhage is gonna count on. So, nakikita mo talaga dito na kung hindi to yung main ni Jose Rizal, he's put quite a bit of practice into it that in most matchups, can work out well for him the top lane.
Pero parang ito talaga yung classic bottom na Braum Lucian. Parang 4th game na ata natin tonight na ito ang combo sa baba.
Yeah, well, it's a reliable bot lane talaga. There's not really a lot of duo bot lanes that can counter out the Lucian and the Braum, especially of the the safety from that Unbreakable. Unless na lang siguro that you also have an aggressive trading lane na meron kang either shield like this or sustain.
Grabe yung slow na yan. Make it rain. Make it rain! Hindi ka kumbaga, payo lang pag mga kids, no? Actually, marami tayong hindi kids na nanonood, pero feeling ko naman meron. Huwag kayong tatayo doon pag nakikipag-normalan kay MF, naranasan ko na yun. Sasaktan ka niya. Papatikinin ka niya ng mga puso.
The power of that double up talaga. I'm surprised though that Raze is maxing out yung Make It Rain. I'm personally a fan of the double up damage output, especially if you can hit it.
Uy! Pero grabe dito ang Nar, mga kaibigan. Mega Nart, mga kaibigan. Stanini mula kay Rebenga. Si Dr. Jose Rizal nakapag-flash out.
Yeah, so this was what was missing from Rebenga a while ago. The early game ganks before Antonio Luna goes in the top lane and wrecks havoc for Yux. Now, IPTB have, taken the driver's seat and have started to go on with their own aggression. But now in the mid lane, Antonio Luna looking to go in for the gank onto Chok!
Ito na! Si Chok, mga kaibigan! Chok, Chak, Genes! Antonio Luna, first blood! Grabe yun.
He did miss the knock-up though, but
pero okay lang.
Yeah, the damage with the red buff was enough that Chok just went down from the flash by Antonio Luna as well.
Pulado naman kasi si Papay the Sailor Man doon, parang Asurai. Kaya syempre, automatic papasukan niya.
Yeah.
Hoy, ito, nahook dito. Si Nar, pero gamit ang kanyang
wow,
talon.
forces him to flash as well. There is a protective ward on that Tri-Brush area, but
he was ganked.
Yeah, Yux there took some unnecessary damage as he went a bit too greedy onto Jose Rizal under the turret. You have to note that, well, he's pretty obvious that Jose Rizal's upper hands are really, really good.
Item check tayo. Yung item ng Nar. Dati kasi ang naabutan kong build dyan, pakunat lang eh. Sa tingin mo ba pareng Asurai?
Well, if you're doing at least a stable work with your Nar, you're not in a specific matchup wherein you need to get early armor or early magic assist, the best item for Nar to get talaga is the Frozen Mallet. He already has the Joram's Fist, so it's a likely possibility that Yux will go for that, especially that he needs to kite Jose Rizal, and another great apprehend coming out of Jose Rizal there.
Yun yung sinasabi mong parang silver bolt swinging the second skill ni Nar.
Yes. So now...
Pero counter sa Darius?
I would say Nar is a good counter to Darius, especially when you have the Mini-Nar form just, you know, chipping away at the HP of the Darius little by little. Mega-Nar form, maybe if you have enough resistances to tank the Darius's hemorrhage stacks, but until that time happens, you're happy with just using the hyper stacks as well as the boomerang throw.
Stun lang, pero ito na naman si Antonio Luna.
Oh, teleport there!
Dalawang teleport
Oh,
sa top.
nice to goal!
Si Chok at si Malvar, namumula siya dito. Hinabot si Spider-Man, mga kaibigan. Antonio Luna, pero Dr. Jose Rizal, Slam Dunk Gaming.
Oh my God, Ribenga!
Ribenga! Benga ka, boy!
He's taking so much hammer stacks. Oh my God, double kill!
Double kill mula kay Dr. Jose Rizal. Slam Dunk. Grabe mga respondehan yan.
Wow, that was insane damage out of Jose Rizal.
Ito na naman tayo, pare Asurai.
Yux was a liability when he teleported into that mid lane. Yes, it was a fair number of matchup, but ang problema, nung nag-teleport siya nun, alam na natin guys, was that he was so low in HP and he had no Mega-Nar form. He has no CC, he has no HP to at least make himself in that mid lane skirmish relevant.
Teka lang, paring Asurai, mukhang mamamatay dito. Si Raze, isang hit na lang, masastan ka na, boy! Oops! Pero hindi na kailangan dahil Matrix Evolution mula kay Felipe Agoncillo. O, balik tayo sa sinasabi mo, paring Asurai.
Yeah, that was about it. Ano nga, Yux, not Mega-Nar form, so he had no ultimate to push the opponents into the tower of IPTB. And again, the low HP just allowed Dr. Jose Rizal to just immediately insta-give him in that mid lane.
Ayan na, ito yung sinasabi natin. 2-0 na si Dr. Jose Rizal. Tabla ang CS nila ng NAR, pero yung 2 kills na yan, automatic na meron siyang 500 pesos, 500 gold. Well, pesos, kasi nga, La Liga Pilipinas.
Yeah.
Item. Kumbaga, maganda siyang lumabang sa item.
The
at mukhang mag-snowball dito.
The Phage and Ninja Tabi will just counter out the damage coming out of Yux. Yux here looks like he is getting pressured to perform in this top lane. He's not stepping up into it as Jose Rizal just not caring about the damage from this Nar and another.
Ayan na, bini-Beyblade niya lang. Pero ito, isa pang normal. Pero ito, si Antonio Luna. Ito na naman, naku, huwag ka magpapahuli, Yux. Naku, nag-SS dito. Ang gangplank, pero nahuli si Antonio Luna. Mukhang mapapatay siya ni Nar. Napatay si Antonio Luna, mga kaibigan. At ito, mukhang masuslow si Dr. Jose Rizal. Papalag kaya siya dito.
Oh no!
Benga ka, boy! Ribenga ka! Slam dunk! Masusunog kaya dito. Pero nice SS by Nar. Kaso nakapatay pa din si Darius, pero na-shutdown siya ni Nar. Grabe na naman. Na-benga na naman si Ribenga.
So first of all, hindi, or rather, the time that they were trying to kill Jose Rizal, I think they were hoping talaga na mapapatay nila siya so that Rebenga's Dangerous Game, which is the master that gives you the 5% max HP as well as mana, will save his life, but they didn't get the kill before he died. So it was a 1-for-1 trade, but I would still give that for the side of Liga Pilipinas because they're giving the kills onto a Darius.
Kaya nga, 3-1. Well, shutdown para sa Nar, no? So medyo tablado na yan sa top kasi malaking pera makukuha ng Nar dyan.
Yeah, but and how fast Jose Rizal is progressing in the top lane in terms of the gold.
Pero basag ang top niya dito.
Yes.
Hindi kagaya kanina na medyo napoprotektahan niyang top lane. Well, kasi Lisandro naman kanina, hindi siya ganun ka-push. Kasi lumaasa siya sa skill para sa spam. At itong Nar, grabe.
So we'll see though, because now Yux has completed his Frozen Mallet here.
Frozen Mallet, kagaya nga ng sinasabi mo kanina. Paring Asurai.
So he will be able to at least, you know, kite away Jose Rizal. In the mid lane, Chalk as well as Miguel Malvar are just farming okay. Though there is a CS advantage here for the side of Chalk. Rebenga though.
Tabla pa dito ang
Yeah.
MF at Lucian na well, in terms of item, halos magkakasabay lang din tong dalawa. Pero lamang ang Lucian ng isang kill.
Yes.
Tingnan natin, mukhang magro-rotate na naman sa top tong Rek'Sai or sa mid. Ayan na naman, oh. May dalawang jungle sa side ng La Liga. Papay the Sailor Man.
Alright, so we're just waiting for another objective to come into the vision of either of the two teams. But the Liga Pilipinas already with the initiate to start warding the dragon side. So it looks like they want to be able to at least have dragon control if ever that Antonio Luna does go for the gank
si
in that
Luna pumapasok na naman kay
bottom
Shock,
lane.
pero nakaabang si Rebenga dito.
Yes.
Nag-SS dito si Shock, mga kaibigan, din na natin. Ito na si Shock.
Wow, nice damage.
Nag-out dito sina Antonio Luna, alam nilang nandun si Rebenga. So ayaw na nila i-risk. Balik tayo dito sa top, basag na ang Torre ni Jose Rizal. Ito, ginaw siya ni Yux. Mga kaibigan, ito si Yux nakikipag-maral kay Dr. Jose Rizal. Nawala ang nar, pero slam dunk dito. Hindi tumama.
Oh no!
Pero
What?
ito, mukhang mamamatay si Yux, mga kaibigan. Isang normal ka na lang. Huwag kang sasabay kay Dr. Jose Rizal. Matalino yan, boy.
Wow, Yux!
Sayang. Ang ganda ng technique niya. Sakto pagkawala ng nar niya. Nag-mini nar siya para makapag-normal. Kaso,
Yeah.
damage to OP.
The problem there though, that yung Decimate, aside from putting the damage onto Yux and getting another stack of hemorrhage for the additional DPS, Decimate also heals the Darius. So all the damage that Nar did there
Correct.
was, well, at least mitigated.
So, parang half lang yun na damage ni Nar sa kanya. Sayang yun.
Yeah.
Umasa pa naman ako.
I think, that wasn't really necessary coming out of Yux. He was already bullying out a little bit Jose Rizal in the top lane. There was no real objective to get out of that. Maybe if he gotten the kill, the Imperial Pro Team Blue could have gotten the dragon, but that was a high-risk, low-reward situation that Yux won't translate that into another turret. Nar doesn't have a strong split push potential, but Raze here, oh my god!
Si Agoncillo, mga kaibigan, namumula, pero na-heal si Ryle dito. Pero ito na, Antonio Luna.
Stun!
Mukhang mamamatay dito, Rebenga. Mukhang mabibenga ka, Rebenga. May spider swing pa yan eh. May spider swing pa yan. Easy. Easy, doggy. Gandang responde talaga nito ni Antonio Luna.
Wow,
Kanina
okay,
pa to
so Raze got caught out there in a really awkward situation. He pushed in without any backup. So Shadow and Rebenga were forced to respond for him, and that just spelled the downfall of IPTP in that bottom skirmish.
Gandang clash nun. Nakakuha ng DR ang La Liga Pilipinas dahil dun sa clash na yun. Hindi yun in-expect ng IPTV na i-go sila.
Yes, exactly. Now, with that, even though it actually looked like the gold advantage was going in favor of the Liga Pilipinas, it is now just the same. I wasn't checking it out until now. In terms of the CS, it actually is a little bit in favor into the side of IPTB, except for the bottom lane.
Kahit lamang sila sa kill, parang same pa rin yung gold, no? Actually,
Yes.
same. Halos 1k lang lamang ng
Yeah, might have been actually from the from that one tower that Liga Pilipinas, or rather IPTB, got in that top lane.
So, hindi pa pala malayo ang laban dito. Ito na naman, parang replay lang ng kanina. Pero ito si Yux, mga kaibigan. Nako, makakatalo na ata siya dito. Nice jump, pero hindi. May jump din ako. Antonio Luna yan, boy.
Yes, and Miguel Malvar will go in and finish off his opponent. Antonio Luna with the Tremor Sense will find Rebenga near that river area. Wow, nice damage there coming out of Chalk.
Grabe, uy, nice SS though. Uy, in-exhaust mga kaibigan si Miguel Malvar. Tignan natin kung may magagawa ba si Papay the Sailor Man.
Yeah, and Miguel Malvar not fast to go in and use that flash immediately, as he still survives. He does know that Chalk, or rather Miguel Malvar, is using his sidesteps pretty well to at least dodge out the barrel of Chalk. But Chalk with some crazy damage, bullying out this Yasuo in the lane. Though alam ko nakita doon din ni Chalk yung Rek'Sai in the sideline, so he's not going too aggressive against Miguel. He just wants to force him out of the lane so that Chuck can have free reign over this mid, possibly get the mid tier 1. Was a lot of damage
Cancel
onto
niya ba?
Miguel there.
Okay na cancel niya.
Yeah, he does.
Hindi niya tinuloy. Pero kung hindi niya nakita yung, ay kung wala yung ano doon ni Rek'Sai, dediretso niya yun sa tingin ko. Itong baba, wala pa nagkakabasagan. Tamang tiyan lang.
Oh, I put Chuck here.
Magkakakla siya mid. Antonio Luna, na-stun siya dito, pero mag-out si Narebenga dito dahil nandyan na si Dr. Jose Rizal. Eto na ang KKK. La Liga Pilipinas, nag-ahabol na. Habulin yan! Ops, easy doggy.
Alright,
Papi,
so
nagkakasaikuhan lang.
it was actually a nice respawn coming in from La Liga, though IPTB will have none of it as they just back off safely, not wasting any of their summoner spells. As Yux now has teleport advantage, so IPTB might use this as a standing point. Oh my god!
Time mula kay Raze! R4ZE!
Wow.
Kung ano man yun.
Lots of damage coming out of APC from
Grabe, layo
IPTB.
pa kasi ng Brom nun eh.
So this might transition into the bot tier 1 going down.
Mababasag tong bot. Kagaya nga ng sabi mo. At, wow! Biruin mo, no? Lamang ang, La Liga sa kids. Pero, eto na. Nag-exist na si Emilio Aguinaldo. Meron na dodge dito ni Spider-Man. Ni Benga. Eto na, mukhang hahabol sila dito. Pero hindi, mukhang babasagin na nila yung torre. Pero hindi, mukhang magbabak lang din sila.
Not enough minions to get the clear or the push onto that bot tier 1. And that's unbreakable from Emilio Aguinaldo, just doing so much work for the La Liga side. Gets the defense for Antonio Luna not to take damage on the Rek'Sai, as well as the tower not taking any damage at all from the auto attacks of Reyes, Shadow, or even Rebenga.
Protektado sa unbreakable.
Yeah.
Actually, Darius lang ang ano dito eh. Medyo lamang-lamang sa ano eh. Sa pera ba, Asurai? Paki-check naman.
It's relatively the same. Top lane, Serizal is up to 100 gold.
200 lang pala. So, hindi rin siya ganun kaano. Kasi pumapalag dito si Yux eh, oh. Tignan mo. Kaso wala siyang nar dito. Oh! Flash in! Mula kay Dr. Serizal.
Nice time flash there for Yux. Will
Pero
save his
nandito
life.
yung Yasuo. Ito,
Oh, yeah.
sila dito. Antonio Luna, Miguel Marbal. Tumakbo ka na, Yux. Wala ka pang nargada. Na-ignite ka, Yux. Back-tilo ka, Yux.
You will go down easy as that, as there was no respawn coming in from Chuck. He has just been pushing this mid lane, not
Kaso
even
busy
going
sila sa
down.
mid tsaka sa bot. Yun nga sabi
Yeah,
ko.
problem now is though, can they push this mid lane fast enough that the members of La Liga won't be able to punish them?
At mukha silang mag-herald na lang.
Yes.
Pagpapalit nila yung herald.
So I think that's an okay
Sa mid at
advantage to get for that mid tier 1. I would say it's fair, as they do give it to the side of actually Miguel Malvar, because, well, we do know... Oh,
Oy, pero
Rebenga!
ito si Rebenga. Benga ka boy, saan ka pupunta? Spider-Man ka pala. Spider Swing, napakagandang flash mga kaibigan. Nabuhay pa si Rebenga. Pero si Antonio Luna, umispondi dito, tingnan natin. Wala pa naman. Grabe, muntik na naman yung si Rebenga.
Yeah.
Kanina pa bumibenga yun.
So, I guess then yung reason kung ba't nila binigay yung
Bot
referral
tsaka mid.
dito, or rather, referral kay Miguel Malvar is because there is nothing to push in the
Okay.
top lane, so it's not gonna make sense for Dr. Zerzal to go in for that, because if he actually pushes into the tier 2 turret, he is in danger of getting ganked by Rebenga.
Correct. Tsaka dahil basag na rin yung mid nila, okay lang na may herald siya para medyo tablado pa yung mid.
Yeah, para makode
Masyado
nila yung mid tier
maangas.
1, exactly.
Correct. So, medyo tablado pa tayo dito. Kills lang ang lamang.
Though yung steady amount of farming coming in from the IPTB side is at least mitigating the skill advantage that La Liga have. So that's pretty nice coming out of them. And La Liga, with the faster team comp, looking into it, will be able to get that dragon really easy without any form of respawn from the IPTB side. So we are still pretty neck and neck, though the items are now starting to come out from both teams. For Felipe Agoncillo, it's going to be the Essence Reaver, pero IPT Raze with that Yomu's Ghostblade into, I believe, the Infinity Edge. So he's going in for raw AD stats.
Crit type, no?
Yeah.
Lalabanan niya sa mga crit. Kalaban niya ang River Fever. Kaya natin, ito mukhang, oy, buti na lang may wards dun.
So they will spot out the Braum and the Rek'Sai, smartly backing off Rebenga and Yux. Don't want to have that 2v3 situation in the top lane as the damage from Jose Rizal is pretty insane.
Tatlo dito sa taas, paring ano.
Yeah.
Huwag kang pagpapabait. Medyo
Yux though,
chill pa dito ang laban, paring Asurai.
yes, Yux though, not really tanky in terms of, you know, with the Gnar, in terms of his itemizations, because yes, he did build that Frozen Mallet, does give you quite a bit of HP to work with, but with just the Ninja Tabi for the armor, might not be enough to reduce the damage coming out of Jose Rizal. Though you could see there kasi kanina that with that Frozen Mallet and Phage, Jose Rizal was dealing so much damage that Yux was forced to flash when Jose Rizal was, you know, setting up his Noxian Guillotine, the ultimate of that Darius.
Pero, hindi, buhay siya dun eh. Dumating lang yung mga kasama niya. Kaso,
Yeah, yun nga. Pero nakita mo rin yung damage na
Correct,
lumabas
correct.
dun, di ba?
lugi.
Medyo kinukulang pa siya sa physical resistance to be able to, again, you know, soak up or to stand toe-to-toe with that Darius.
By the way, out of topic lang muna, no? Sana walang mangyari. Si Nar, yung skin niya, anong tawag dyan sa skin yan?
Snow something eh.
Snow something Nar, naka-frozen mallet. Wala lang. Napansin ko lang.
Wait, I'll check
So,
that.
saktong-sakto. Saktong-sakto pala yung item. Pero balik na tayo sa ball game. Wala lang yun, napansin ko lang. Pero ito, mukhang sa baba. Mukhang ipupush na dito ng La Liga ang baba kasi hindi nila magalaw to. Pero nagtitipi dito si Darius at si Nar. Tingnan natin kung magka-clash dito. Nag-SS si Nar sa kawalan. Walang wall mga kaibigan. Antonio Luna.
Oh no!
SS.
The monsoon!
Oh no, napakagandang monsoon! Kaso si Miguel Marval, napakagandang wall. Pero tingnan natin kung anong gagawin dito ng La Liga Pilipinas. Si Shadow, mula doon si Shadow, slam dunk ka boy. Ito na naman si Jose Rizal pumapronta. Jose Rizal Gaming mga kaibigan. Felipe Agoncillo, napatay niya. Mukhang nag-iisa na lang si Yux. Tumakbo ka na Yux habang may lupa Yux. Kasi mukhang papatayin ka ng KKK. La Liga Pilipinas, Turi Purkira. Para kay Dr. Jose Rizal, ace!
Snow Day Nor, there we go.
Snow Day Nar.
So, dun sa nangyari sa clash na yun,
Grabe.
that was not a great use of CC ultimates coming from the side of IPTB.
Correct.
First of all, kudos to Yux though, na timingan niya ng tama yung ultimate ng Gnar to push the Darius, but that's not what you're looking for with a Gnar. You're looking for a wall and majority of the members of the opposing team to push them to that wall, to CC them, to stop them from going in onto the squishier and much more important targets on your team. He didn't do that, and that allowed, you know, Antonio Luna as well as Miguel Malvar to get the ultimate and the knockoff off onto Raze.
Pero kasi crucial moment din yun eh.
Yeah.
Gusto niya i-dodge eh.
Yeah, problem naman din dun from the support of IPTB, Shadow, when he used his ultimate, the Monsoon, rather than pushing away Antonio Luna and Miguel Malvar, or rather,
Lumapit.
yeah, especially Miguel Malvar, lumapit sila bigla kay Raze.
Ito si Emilio Aguinaldo, Colado.
And yeah, he'll just go down from that, and that spelled disaster for Imperial Pro Team Blue.
Sayang yun, no? Kasi kung nagamit ng Nar yung SS niya sa wall, makakapag SS din yung MF. Para matamaan lahat. Well,
Yeah.
hindi nang dikit-dikit ang dagita kanina. Yun nga, sinabi mo yung monsoon, imbis na napalayo, napalapit sa kanila. So, hinahabol-habol sila. At dahil doon, umangat ang lamang ng La Liga Pilipinas.
Yeah, by 5,000.
Yapi, doggy.
So, with that, Darius has completed the Dead Man's Plate.
Yan
Black
na.
Cleaver, so he has some form of chase potential with that item. As for Miguel Malvar, he has now finished the Static Shift and Infinity Edge combo that we have seen from a Yasuo. Granted, you know, some Yasuos prefer the Triforce for the Sheen proc, but this Infinity Edge item is more for that raw AD that just is what the side of the Liga Pilipinas is all about, especially with the Darius Decimate Black Cleaver combo. The armor penetration that comes out of the Black Cleaver will also help Miguel Malvar on this Infinity Edge to boost out his damage output.
Set ang kailangan ng ng IPTB para sa ano nila.
But the only guy who can truly set for IPTB is Yux, and Yux's ultimates have been focused on the singular targets rather than the multiple entities
Pero wala
on
pa
the side
namang,
of La Liga.
Wala pa namang kasing ganong ganap na clash.
Yeah,
Isa pa lang.
yung isa pa lang na yun. But if he continues to do that, Imperium Pro Team will be in a much bigger predicament against La Liga.
Tingnan natin kung anong plano dito.
Though IPTB aren't lacking the damage, kung titignan mo yung itemizations ng Gangplank as well as the Misfortune, the Triforce, the Essence Reaver, the Infinity Edge, and that Yomo's Ghostblade is good amount of damage will come off from these guys. But the problem now for IPTB in these recent cases is that Raze is getting caught out immediately. So Shadow has to stick and use his Monsoon on the exact time if he doesn't want that delivery system to be in favor, or that pushing system to be in favor of a Liga side. Rather than pushing them away, he's just delivering them closer to his own ADC.
Kumbaga, plano nila, maprotektahan si MF, makapag-set yung NAR, makapag-SS yung MF, makapag-SS yung Gangplank, may chance tayo kasi yung mga skills nila pang malahatan eh. Wag lang talaga maiwasan yung SS ni NAR. Kailangan talaga nila yun magawa, no? Tas i-counter engage lang yung Monsoon if ever man mahuli si MF.
Yeah, but I am thinking that now that IPTB are looking for that clash that not only will get them back into this game but also boost their morale. Because nakikita natin ngayon that the nerves are showing for the IPTB team. This is the last game for them. If they do not win this, La Liga Pilipinas will climb up the ladder.
Semifinals na kung sino manalo dito. Kalaban ng Legacy na nanalo kanina. Para sa mga bagong dating dyan sa Twitch chat, ang laban kanina, yung Imperium Pro Team na hindi blue yung isa. Tapos kalaban nila ang Legacy. Kapag nanalo dito ang Imperium Pro Team, meron pa tayong isang game, which is game 3.
Yes, so we're now just waiting for the next clash that might decide if La Liga Pilipinas will finish off this game or if IPTB can turn the tides of battle and just hang on by a thread. As well, we see that now La Liga going in for the Baron. No vision here from the side of IPTB. Oh, they see the spooky ghosts. They know. Baron's taking quite a bit of damage though.
Kuha na La Liga ang Baron ng kaibigan. Ito na ang KKK, sabay-sabay na pumupunta. Pero ito na si Nar. Nako!
Oh, wow!
Pero napakagandang shutdown mula kay Rebecca.
Jose Rizal!
Napakagandang SS mula kay kaibigan. Pero si Jose Rizal na naman. Jose Rizal! Bakit ka ganyan?
So that was a 1-for-1 trade. Oh! 2-for-1 trade!
Kala mo makakatipi ka ba? Mariling kita! Shaquille O'Neal to, boy! Shakti nga pool! Grabing yan! Pinaasa lang tayo, paring Asurai.
Yeah, so that was the 2-for-1 trade, but the Baron is still in the hands of La Liga Pilipinas. 5k advantage here for the side of the La Liga squad. As for Imperium Pro Team Blue, they are still looking for that clash to work out well for them. I think it falls, into the hands of Yux to initiate for them, or Rebenga to at least allow them to get a pick-off. But from how the Liga Pilipinas are always sticking together, it might just be again to the top lane of IPTB to try and do something to get them back into the game. Of course, the damage will come mainly from Chalk and Raze, but Yux is, I think, the main man to set up for IPTB if they are looking back into this. As for the La Liga side, Miguel Malvar getting caught out a little bit there. Granted, he did get the immediate kill onto Rebenga, as well as, Dr. Zerizal and Felipe not dying at all. One death apiece lang sila. So they have been just surviving all of these fights and dealing the damage that they want for the La Liga squad.
Pero ang ganda kasi ng SSD ni dun ni Shadow.
Yeah.
Ng Monsoon. Biglang na out of place tong La Liga Pilipinas. Akala ko nga kanina mananalo na yung La Liga kasi nung pumasok yung NAR, nag-pop yung mini NAR niya.
Yeah.
Hindi siya na wala na naman siyang SS. Siguro kasi sobrang layo din ng MF. Nakapag-SS siya ng maayos.
Yes. Hindi kasi ang tinitingnan mo sa isang NAR eh. As a NAR player, or I'm not a NAR player guys, but I'm saying to you guys out there who are NAR mains, you know how crucial it is to stop your accumulation of the rage bar kung alam mo na magcha-transform ka na, because you're waiting for the right time to go into that Mega NAR form and set up for your team. If you're already in the Mega NAR form and it's on cooldown, and alam naman natin ngayon that Riot nerfed the duration on the Mega NAR form. Dati before
15 seconds na ngayon.
Yeah, before it was longer than that. And then yung time for NAR for the yung penalty for the Mega NAR form before it can charge the Rage Bar again is heightened as well. So being able to balance out that Mega NAR form is so crucial that if you're not able to balance that, if you're in the Mega NAR form and your clock is ticking and nakita na lang mga kalaban to, they can just wait and let you go into that Minotaur form. So all you can do now is for the auto attacks rather than the CC and the front line that your team sorely needs, especially ngayon na composition IPTP have no true tank.
Tsaka yung sinasabi mo paring Asurai, yung Mega NAR 4 bago mag-pump, ang laki rin kasi ng damage na nagagawa ng third skill ni NAR pag doon mo pinap.
Yeah.
Kasi dalawang damage agad yun. Sayang. Pero ang gandang ang gandang psycho gaming ni Shaq doon Akala natin makakatipi na. Sino ba yung pinatay niya?
Think it was
si
Emilio Aguinaldo.
Emilio Aguinaldo. Akala natin makakawala na si Emilio Aguinaldo. Pero in favor pa rin to sa La Liga dahil meron silang VR buff.
Yes. As now it looks like La Liga will be able to finish off the second of the two Tier 2 turrets still alive for the side of Imperium Pro Team Blue. Now Imperium Pro Team Blue are confined into their own base. There is no way for them to split push because of the members, or Jose Rizal as a solo lane Darius can just handle whatever Imperium Pro Team Blue will throw his way.
Gusto na nila tapusin to. I-go na nila. Pero sinasayko nila either baba or bot. Tingnan natin kung anong gagawin dito ng IPTV. Spam gaming muna tayo sa creeps. Papawalain lang muna siguro nila yung DR buff dito bago sila makipag-clash. Gaya nga ng sinabi natin kanina, aasa ang IPTV sa magandang set. Either manggaling sa NAR, either manggaling kay Jana. Isang magandang set, may chance sila dito sa La Liga. Pero once na mahuli si MF, either ni Dr. Jose Rizal o kung sino mang manlilikod sa kanya, pwedeng Yasuo, pwedeng Rek'Sai, medyo
delikado
paalam na munting Pilipinas.
One more error from IPTP and that might just spell the game for La Liga Pilipinas.
Tingnan natin.
288 CS to the 317 of IPT Rays against Felipe. Nothing gonna happen there, as if you actually also check the ward coverage.
Grabbing wards ng La Liga.
Just spilling everything that they have into the side of IPTP. So IPTP can't just go out of their base willy-nilly, or if they want La Liga Pilipinas to just come out of nowhere and just insta-delete them from the map.
Maliit ang mapa nila. Hindi sila makakagalaw. At ito pa ang ginagawa ng La Liga. Pinupush ang top, pinupush ang mid. Lamang sila sa push bot. Saan pa kaya pupunta ditong IP?
Yeah, they're just waiting for the correct moment to enter. La Liga Pilipinas are not, too anxious to go in for the kill, as they know that they have good control of the game already. Why not just finish it slowly but surely?
Pero mukhang magdi-DR muna sila, paring Asurai.
Yeah, exactly.
DR is coming up. 10 seconds na lang. Pinoposition na nilang kanilang mga sarili palapit sa DR. At aware dito ang IPTV. Tingnan natin kung i-contest nila to kasi wala pa silang DR. Sulugin-lugin na sila at mapapabilis nung mamamatay. DR.
And with that fourth dragon, we have a 6-minute timer before Aspect of the Dragon is in the sights of the La Liga squad. You know the aspect of the dragon is such a strong buff for the side. It's a really good boost. The Super Saiyan graphics or animation is pretty nice as well, but you know, it's not what we're looking at. It's the passive stats that it gives to the Liga squad will just burn through the HPs of Imperial Pro Team Blue.
Anong para sa mga hindi nakakaalam, anong mas importante pareng Asurai? DR5 o BR? In terms of ganitong pangyayari kumbaga ahead kayo pero yung isa naman, ito for example IPTB, if ever makapag BR sila, sa tingin ko yung pushing capacity medyo lamang sila.
Yeah.
Pero yung DR, may pushing din yun
Yeah, but ang gusto ko sa 5 stacks DR is that it gives you the true damage burn So like if you're looking for clashes, I would go for the side of the
DR5.
5th dragon talaga. But you know, like you said, mas okay din ang pushing power ng Baron. But well, there is the pushing power then from the aspect of the dragon times 2 dun sa second dragon buff. Though I think talaga, if you're looking for the clash potential, 5th dragon ako.
Correct din. Actually, na-realize ko din, if ever man mag-clash, yung sinabi mo lamang talaga sa clash dahil dun sa bird, pag nawala na yung mga heroes ng ng IPTV, pag may BR sila, wala na rin yung pushing capacity.
Now there might be an engage here as Felipe is sneaking quite low. Yeah. But while we are talking about that, both top laners are in the bottom lane.
Ayun na, pressure cooker na yung ginagawa ng La Liga Pilipinas Push ako sa bot, push ka sa mid.
Oh, Miguel here.
Oy! Miguel Malgar, mga kaibigan. Easy.
Wow.
Uy, grabe, may penguin pala sa loob nun. Dun sa skin ni Nar.
Meron ba?
Oo, mga penguin ni Ice King yan Seryoso, para sa mga hindi nakakaalam, may penguin.
I'm not sure kung penguin yan ni Nor kasi
mamaya.
I don't have the skin, but that might also be yung ward.
Kapag hindi nag-clash.
Wait lang. Okay. Checking kasi kung word lang yun na yung snow day word na penguin
May penguin sa loob nung boulder. Seryoso. Astig nga cute.
Si Gunter nandyan.
Sino si Gunter?
Akala ko ba...
Ay, sorry. Hindi ako masyadong legit fan ng ng Adventure Time. Alam ko lang yung mga characters.
Sorry guys. Hindi ko pa kasi nakikita yung bagong words. Kasi I have internet problems at home. Hindi ako makakonect sa LOL ko. Globe, pinapanigan kita kung may mga Globe personnel dyan sa chat. Paawa naman kayo sa mga Globe users natin dito.
Oh well, wala tayong magagawa dyan. Pero ito, si Emilio Aguinaldo na
oh my God!
Napakagandang bullet
steals the
time
Baron!
para kay na-steal nila ang Baron, mga kaibigan. Pero ito na, si Miguel Marval, pero sa baba. Tingnan natin sa baba, nagpupush. Pero si Antonio Luna namumula. Naku, papalagpas si Antonio Luna. Si Emilio Aguinaldo, one hit ka na lang, boy. Tingnan natin kung anong gagawin niya dito. Oh!
Shot! Double kill!
Slam dunk para sa Jose Rizal, mga kaibigan.
That's shot!
Nice one! Triple kill para sa Pirata.
Jose Rizaldo
pushing bot. Pero tingnan natin. Lugi yung La Liga dun.
Oh my God, that was so
damage. Ito si Shaq. Triple kill ka pala, Shaq. Tumakbo ka na, Shaq.
Oh my God!
Pero hindi! Papalag ako sa'yo dahil may kampi ako. Isa akong pirata. At ang kasama ko ay Pirata Hunter na naka-arcade something.
That was an unofficial quadra kill for Chalk.
Muntikan. Pero ito, magpupush sila sa mid. Push sa mid. Push sa mid. Papay the Sailor Man. I'm but the Sailor Man. I'm strong with my BR, cause that is my BR. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Basag ang mid, mga kaibigan. Basag. Napakagandang Baron steal.
Oh my God.
Imba. Napaka-imba. Comeback is real.
Wow.
Come on, baby, I'm worth it.
The power of the Gangplank late game is proving to work in the favor of Imperial Pro Team Blue. Clutch plays there from Shadow and the remove scurvy from Chuck, baiting out the aggression from Felipe, giving him the unofficial quadra. While that was happening though, Jose Rizal, super confident in the bottom lane, gets the kill onto Yux, gets the bot tier 3, but doesn't finish the inhibitor. He backs off, and Now, Imperium Pro Team Blue, even though they have that 5,000 gold deficit, they at least have the momentum of the game, as well as the Baron buff being stolen by Raze with the bullet time.
Grabe yun. Kumbaga, it's Papay versus Dr. Jose Rizal. Tingnan natin kung sino mas malakas, ang spinach ba o ang panulat. Tingnan natin dito. Tingnan natin. Ayun, wala tayong magagawa dyan. Napakalakas ng first skill niya eh.
Yeah, but this is do or die na for IPTB.
Let's see.
Pag nakuha ng La Liga Pilipinas ang DR5, that might just be enough damage for them to go head-to-head against IPTB. Though, hindi pa natin nakikita ang 5v5 clash because that was a 4v5 in the Baron area.
Tingnan natin, may tunnel ba dito ang Rek'Sai? And then, nagbaback na siya. Alam nilang magdi-DR eh. Grabe yun, napakagandang steal ng dahil doon. Pero ito na, lumabas na ang Dragon. Going for DR1, IPTB, tingnan natin, ito na La Liga Pilipinas, nag-clash na mga kaibigan. Ito na, titingnan natin si Papay. Papay the Sailor, mano mo normal. Pero wala siyang naku-Q dito. Pero ito si Spider-Man, Rebenga, Binenga mga kaibigan. Bullet time! Napakagandang bullet timing. Pero ito si Papay the Sailor Man, numo normal. Papay the Sailor Man versus Jose Rizal. Ayan na, El Bilimos de Rizmo. Brutus ka pala. Ikaw pala si Brutus mga kaibigan. 2-on-2 mga kaibigan na laban. Tingnan natin.
Alright, so IPTB will back off as Miguel Malvar will get that 5th dragon. Medyo natakot na sila even if Dr. Rizal is very low in HP. That glowing Darius, will just make them cautious. They don't want it to go over aggressive because if they do, that might just allow La Liga to break the bottom inhibitor of Imperium Pro Team Blue. La Liga, wow, getting the pick onto Shadow was the best thing that could happen for them because they're nawala ang sa mga
Monsoon.
Yeah, Monsoon, exactly. Yung mga disengage to sa hinahanap ng IPTB to, at least stave off a bit of the damage coming in from the side of La Liga, delaying them from dealing damage while their own team does their own damage.
Pero ang ganda rin kasi ng bullet timing ni MF.
Buti hindi niya pinakawalan agad. He was looking for a situation where he can get the best position to maximize the duration of that bullet time.
Maganda na napalayo siya.
Yeah.
Well, napakagandang clash.
Grabe.
Dito nyo lang yan makikita.
41 minutes!
Mga kaibigan,
Babaliw na kami dito.
Dito nyo lang yan makikita sa Mineski Pro Gaming League Season 7 League of Legends. Share nyo yung Twitch, share nyo yung Facebook page. Yes. It's Papay the Sailor Man versus
again, guys,
Jose
the Twitch
Rizal.
is twitch.tv/Mineski TV. If you want to share this with your friends who are, dying of boredom and want some action in their lives, just give them the link and go into the stream itself.
Grabing crit yan.
And now, actually Chalk there in the previous clashes wasn't getting focused by the members of La Liga. So he is free to do all the damage that he wants, and that is what actually is also helping IPTB stay in these fights. Because mukhang mapupunta na sa side ng La Liga but Chalk as well as Raze are being healthy and keeping alive, doing some backline damage, and they're dealing really nice backline damage to boot.
Correct. Ang unang namatay dun kasi kanina si Rebenga, pero may napatay din siya.
Si Philippe Angoncillo.
Oo, na yung ADR ng La Liga. Pero tingnan natin dito, mukhang nagkakaasiman dito. Super Saiyan, si Yasuo mga kaibigan.
Yeah, I don't think that IPTB are willing to fight a Yasuo and Darius aspect of the dragon up. Because pag nakaset si Yasuo ng 5-man or even just like a 3-man last breath, the armor penetration as well as that true damage will rip through your HP.
Na natin, napakagandang aksyon. Akala natin, kanina pa to, since game 1, ganito katagal ang games natin, bihira ka lang makakita ng ganyan.
Yeah.
Dito lang yan.
Especially sa parang bagong, nagiging, feel of the meta, wherein, like 20 minutes into the game, agad, nakaka 2 items ng isang player and then it just, insane amount of gold advantage for that side. But even with the 5,000 gold lead, doesn't matter anymore going into the late game 43 minutes in.
Actually, naramdaman ko nga na dito sa meta na to, paring Asurai, bandang 15 minutes, 15 to 20. Parang ano na yun medyo late na para lumakas
Yeah.
Pinabilis actually pinabilis yung yung items. Kasi dahil yan sa mga bagong wards natin, bagong trinket na hindi na kailangan i-upgrade.
Yeah, and especially din dun sa parang shave off, I think na 15 seconds bago mag-spawn ng minions.
Oo, yun. So, mas mabilis ngayon ang laro. Pero
Yeah.
dahil sobrang galing, itong mga contenders natin sa MPGL, hindi pwede namin mabilisan laro.
Yes. Now, Aspect of the Dragon is off from Jose Rizal as well as Miguel Malvar. Baron is up, but nobody wants to risk the Baron fight. Sabi na nga nito, I think it was in Darius' words, the Baron pit is the throw pit.
Oh.
If you force it too much, it might just be the end of the game for you.
Tingnan natin. Last deciding clash. Feeling ko last clash na to. Kung sino manalo sa clash na to, mananalo. Siyempre.
Yeah.
Sa buong game, hindi sa clash.
Okay.
Intindihin nyo naman, mga papi koy. Masyado nyong nililiteral yung mga jokes. Easy, doggy. Grabe, ayan, no. Eto na. Nararamdaman ko na. Live na ang Baron. At malapit na rin maging live ang DR.
Yes.
Type nyo na sa Twitch chat kung sino mananalo, mga papi koy. La Liga ba o IPTB?
Yeah.
Isigaw nyo dyan sa bahay nyo kahit gabi na.
Hashtag IPTV, hashtag LLG. Or LLP, sorry.
Isigaw nyo La Liga! O kaya IPTV Blue. Magsuot kayo ng blue. Mag-screenshot kayo sa sarili nyo. Picturean nyo sarili nyo. Post nyo sa page ng MPGL LOL. Ay, ng Mineski MPGL. Mineski Events Team. Popost namin yan. Oy! Wala, ito na nangyayari Mukhang magkaka-full item na rin halos lahat.
Si Must Not, dito sa chat natin, sumigaw ako, nagalit kapitbahay.
Ay, hindi ko nakasalanan yun. Kaninong kasalanan yun? Sa kapitbahay mo.
Yeah, kasi sabi mo, manood ka nga namin STV.
Oo. Manood ka ng LOL, maglaro ka ng LOL, magbabago buhay mo.
Exactly, malay mo, wala siyang ginagawa sa bahay.
Malay mo,
Pampaubos oras.
ma-discover siya, di ba?
Yeah.
Isihan mo yan, papi ko,
Alam mo,
Ito na.
karoon tayo ng Desperate
Ito,
Housewives of League of Legends.
Nagkakasaiguhan lang dito, parang ito na, nag-pop up na yung NAR. Medyo na, actually, bilang isang NAR player din, medyo kabado na rin ako kapag nag-pop up yan lalo na pag malapit na mag-clash. Yung sinasabi natin oy, hintay muna tayo guys. O yan, magre-reset muna ako, papahinga muna ako 15 seconds, sa NAR ako ulit.
They're not going in for the fights. They want Yux again to go at least get that rage bar going so that he can be the center for this team. Look at this. Nadidictate na talaga ng IPTB, or rather ng Liga, kung paano maglalaro ang IPTB dito. If they can see that the Nor doesn't have the rage bar, they will go aggressive, push the wave, and might force the Baron here.
Pero magkakaroon na yan. Kaso ang problema natin dito si Dr. Jose Rizal. Naka-Guardian Angel na, hindi siya mamamatay. Tingnan natin kung anong gagawin dito ng IPTB. Ito na si Antonio Luna.
Oh!
Go! Nakakap! Lali ka, pero napakagandang monsoon, mga kaibigan. Pero ito na, si MF Numunormal. Numunormal si MF. Antonio Luna mamamatay. Tatlo na sila sa La Liga. Pero ito si Jack Jenes. Babay the Sailor Man. Ito na, babariling kita. Napakakunat na ng IPTB. Baril-barilan gaming lang. Counter-Strike, mga kaibigan. Counter-Strike ang laro nito ni Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal.
I have to give it to Shadow as well as Yux, forcing away the other members of La Liga Pilipinas, making it into a 3-2 split for their team. Nandun si Miguel Malvar, I think Antonio Luna, and they were just in the no man's land. IPTB were happy to go in for that clash, and Yux finally stepping up for IPTB, just being that frontline wall in that Mega Nar form to stop the other members, Felipe, Emilio, as well as Jose Rizal, from joining the fight. And this keeps IPTB alive in this clash.
Kaparang kaninang nangyari, mabilis mamatay yung NAR. Ngayon, Mega Nart na ang tawag sa akin.
Yes, but now,
Kaso
don't have
PR.
this.
Naku, ang layo nyo, tol.
Dito si Yux. Nakita yung teleport. Nice.
Okay, nice
for
one.
Yux there.
Pero napakagandang microhan din ito ni Papay the Sailor Man tsaka ni Rise, no?
Yes.
Hindi sila masyado nahuhuli. Talagang sa NAR lang talaga nakapokus yung La Liga, kaso yung baba. Pero nice SS dito para kay Papay the Sailor Man. Ito na, BR Gaming. Tingnan natin kung kaya nila ulit i-steal to. Tingnan natin ang gagawin nila.
Napakalayo ni Race. They're not gonna get it in time though.
Nakuha ng La Liga. Pero Emilio Aguinaldo namumula sa Nar. Nar, mukhang magka-Mega Knight na. Ito na. Mega Knight! Oh, isa mo yan lahat! Naku!
She's so tanky!
Napakakunat lang nga niya. Kaso, gumalo ng Nar mga kaibigan. Kaso mukhang mamamatay. Bullet time dito para kay Rice. Mukhang walang tumama. Nakapitas dito ang La Liga. Sayang yun.
IPTV couldn't find an opening to save Yux. Oh my god, this might be the game for IPTV.
Wala
They're in a
silang
4-way situation.
tangki.
50 seconds pa bago magano si Yux dito, and now they're gonna finish off this bottom inhibitor 5v4 again, ladies and gentlemen. Can Imperium Pro Team Blue go against this? There are two Guardian Angel people in the side of La Liga.
Mukhang tapos na to, paring Asurai. Kumbaga parang pito kalaban nila dito. Naka-GA yung dalawa. At ito, tingnan natin kung papalag pa dito ang IPTV. Rebecca, sinusubukan Omega. Normal si Rice.
Oh my God!
Shock! Jack! Chenes! Double kill mga kaibigan. Pero ito,
They can't defend
ako
it!
hindi nila kaya patay.
Expect
Lucian,
it!
normal.
Okay, do it now!
Oh!
Rizal,
Dr.
attacking!
Jose Rizal! Dr. Jose Rizal!
Oh my god, they can still get into this!
Ayan na!
Oh my
Mabubuhay
god,
na
it's
si
not
Dr.
dying
Jose
yet!
Rizal! Mga kaibigan, tingnan natin gagawin
Oh!
niya. Makakapagsulat
Oh my
kaya!
God,
Hindi nakapagsulat!
They saved the Nexus!
Ayaw namin basahin ang LPL! Masyado mahaba!
Oh
Pati
my
ang
god,
Noli!
they still save this! Can they get back into it?
Ano kala nyo? Ipupush na namin to!
40
Team
seconds
Song
pa,
5
members
para
na, no?
kay Papay! Papay the Sailor Man! I'm strong with the Sailor Man!
Look into the respawn timers! There's 30 seconds onto
Aabot
the
sila!
clock!
Pari Asurai, aabot sila! Easyan mo yan! Spinach Time Gaming! What time is it? Spinach Time! Mga kaibigan! The comeback is real! Kaso ayaw nila i-push! Kasi 10 seconds na lang, boy na si Antonio Luna.
Okay, you gotta get a breather from that one.
Easy lang, easy doggy.
Oh my god!
Kaso may TP. May TP dito.
Chalk, Raze, and Shadow just keeping IPTB alive.
Uy, mga IPTB, i-dep nyo yan, may TP. Para masayang laban natin. 51 minutes into the game. Napakatagal, mag-iisang oras na tayo. Grabing clash yun. Okay. Siguro kung dinere-derecho ng La Liga at di na nila pinansin. Pero hindi eh. Masyado malakas ang damage. Tingnan natin, may TP dito.
There is the possibility of the TP, but with Jose Rizal not having a GA, and of course the lockdown that IPTB can have in a 1v5 situation, and of course their insane damage, it might not be the best of decisions.
Bumaba dito, Rek'Sai. Going sa baba sila ata lahat dito, ata paring Asurai.
Yes.
KKK Gaming. Tatlo ang naka-GA. Ay, tatlo ba?
Yes, I believe. Oh,
Ay.
actually two.
Tinanggal ng ano?
Tinanggal ni Miguel
Darius
Malvar.
yung GA niya.
Oh yeah, actually yeah. So, well of course, kung naka-cooldown pa naman ng GA, it's actually gonna be a liability. And with, you know, extra HP, just going for another defensive item to help you survive the clash.
Correcto, pero ito na. Ayaw na nila paabutin sa loob. Ang Liga Pilipinas. Yan natin ang gagawin dito ng IPTB. Split push gaming.
This
Liga dito
is so clutch. It's so close that I can't say anything right now. Kasi I was almost sure that the Liga could have finished off the Nexus, but yeah, Shock, you know, somehow
Chok Chenes.
he is just garbling down the spinach to his gullet, and he's getting some insane amount of damage onto the members of La Liga.
Hindi nila agad mapuntahan si Chok eh. Iinom pa ng orange juice yan if ever mas slow o kaya mag-bleed.
Yes.
So, hindi ganun kadali patayin mo.
So
Game is real, mga kaibigan. Para sa ating street shot, mga ano dyan, pagdebatihan nyo na, mga friendship.
Yes, guys, we are now 53 minutes into the game, almost to that 1 hour marker. This is, well, not or uncommon in most scenarios. Exactly.
Kumbaga, kung paglalaban nyo ang Pilipinas, ipaglalaban namin ang Imperium Pride.
Yes, they are the only team from the side of Imperium that is still in the MPGL Season 7. Can they do this, or will they falter like IPT?
Natin. Ito na, Mega Nard. Kakaroon siya ng Nard dito any moment now. Dahil mabilis na lang yan.
This is Aspect of the Dragon here for the Liga side. If they give this, it's gonna be a huge boost of damage.
Oh, pero ito.
Rebenga here!
Rebenga! Si Rebenga, kanina ka pa na Rebenga. Okay lang, bibigyan na ata nila si Rebenga, pero ito na naman si Shock, mga kaibigan.
Wow, nice push from Yux!
Napakagandang stun para kay Yux, mga kaibigan. Nargada!
Oh no,
Babawi ako!
Nargada!
Napakagandang Nargada! Ooh!
Shut down!
Clap! Mukhang kaya na
Ace!
tapusin dito ng IPTV at mukhang we're going to Game 3. Grabing crowd control mula sa Nargada dito.
First
Epic
of all,
game.
I have to give it to Rebenga. Distraction as
Oh,
well
correct.
as the last hit on the dragon. If La Liga Pilipinas got that dragon, the damage boost might have been too much for Imperium Pro Team Blue to handle, as well as IPT Biyux. Kung nakita mo kung paano siya mag-ultimate, he pushed away everybody from the side of the Liga Pilipinas, as well as stopping that last breath coming in from Miguel Malvar. So any damage coming out of the LLP side was mitigated by these two players. So good job to Rebenga as well as Yux.
Well, parang ito lang din yung nangyari kanina sa Game 1 and Game 2. Tingnan natin kung anong aksyon ang maaabutan natin sa Game 3. Diyan lang kayo, mga Twitch viewers. Grabe yun. Rebenga being the suicidal man.
Yeah.
Para sa team ng IPTB.
That was amazing. 55 minutes and 55 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. It was so close.
Oras natin, mga kaibigan. 11:40 PM. May isa pa tayong game. Diyan lang kayo. Napakagandang game nito. Sino kaya mananalo? IPTB o La Liga Pilipinas?
Look at the damage
Grabing
output coming
damage
out of
yan,
Raze and Chalk.
Actually, free hit sila kanina.
Exactly.
Free hit sila kanina eh. Dahil kay Rebenga kasi na suicidal. Kaso,
Yun talaga.
ganda rin ang crowd control ni Nardon. Yung kanina pinag-uusapan natin na if ever walang mahuli si Nar, GG sila. Ngayon, nung last clash, nahuli ko yung tatlo. Nargada kayo sa akin.
Doon sa sinasabi ni Teamception sa kay Nar Ultimate, sinabi ko na, dude, sinasabi ko una kay Rebenga sa clash na yun, he got the dragon which mitigated yung aspect. And I also commented on the ultimate of Yux pushing away the members of La Liga as well as canceling out the last breath. So I did not forget